Episode 3. The First World's Fair, The Great Exhibition, 1851, May 1st, 1851. A dazzling marvel rises from the heart of Hyde Park, London. The Great Exhibition, housed in the awe-inspiring Crystal Palace, opens its doors to the world. This was more than a celebration of progress. It was the First World's Fair, a global stage for innovation, culture, and the dreams of a new industrial age. In the mid-19th century, Britain stood at the pinnacle of its industrial revolution. Steam engines powered factories, railways crisscrossed the country, and advancements in science and engineering were transforming society. The era brimmed with optimism, and Prince Albert, the visionary consort of Queen Victoria, saw an opportunity to showcase this progress to the world. Prince Albert's idea was ambitious, a grand exhibition that would not only display Britain's industrial might, but also bring nations together. It would be a celebration of human ingenuity and a platform for sharing knowledge and culture. The first challenge was finding a venue worthy of such a monumental event. Enter Joseph Paxton, a landscape gardener and architect who proposed a bold and unconventional design, a massive structure made entirely of glass and iron. It would be known as the Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace was a marvel of modern engineering. Stretching over 560 meters in length and covering 92,000 square meters, it was constructed using prefabricated parts, allowing it to be built in just 9 months. Its glass panels let in natural light, creating a bright and airy space that symbolized transparency and progress. By the time it was completed, the Crystal Palace was more than a building. It was a statement. A statement that humanity could harness the power of technology to achieve the extraordinary. On May 1st, 1851, Queen Victoria officially opened the Great Exhibition. Over the next 6 months, more than 6 million visitors would pass through its doors, equivalent to 1/3 of Britain's population at the time. For many, it was their first glimpse of the wider world. The exhibition featured over 100,000 items from 44 nations. Each exhibit told a story. Britain showcased its industrial might with steam engines and textile machines. India dazzled with intricately woven fabrics. France displayed exquisite jewelry, while the United States introduced the world to the Colt revolver and a machine that could mass-produce envelopes. The centerpiece was the Koh-i-Noor diamond, one of the largest diamonds in the world, presented as a symbol of Britain's imperial reach. But the exhibition wasn't just about material wealth. It was a celebration of ideas, art, and the possibilities of collaboration. The Great Exhibition brought people together in ways never seen before. It was a platform for cultural exchange, where artists, scientists, and industrialists could learn from one another. It sparked collaborations that would shape the future of industries. Education was a key theme. Visitors could learn about the science behind the machines, the craftsmanship of the arts, and the traditions of distant lands. For the first time, ordinary people were given access to knowledge that had once been the privilege of the elite. When the exhibition closed on October 15th, 1851, its impact was undeniable. The profits from the event funded museums and educational institutions, including the Victoria and Albert Museum and the Science Museum in London. The Crystal Palace itself was relocated and became a symbol of innovation and creativity for decades to come. The Great Exhibition set the standard for world's fairs, inspiring similar events around the globe. These exhibitions would continue to showcase humanity's achievements, from the Eiffel Tower to the Space Needle, each one a celebration of progress and possibility. Today, the legacy of the Great Exhibition lives on. It was a turning point in history, a moment when the world came together to celebrate what it could achieve. It taught us that collaboration, innovation, and ambition are the keys to shaping a better future. In 1851, the Great Exhibition showed us what was possible when humanity united in the pursuit of progress. It was a quiet moment, but one that continues to echo through time, reminding us of the power of imagination and determination.